Hey. Okay. Scene. Hey there. No, that just sounds like I'm fucking dying. Hey there. Hey. Hey, what are you doing? I don't have veins in my hands or arms. I need veins, hello? Hey there, kitten. Daddy's home. Let me get the scream mask. This sounds horrible. Hey there, kitten. It's Daddy. It's Daddy. Daddy's home. Daddy just broke into your house, and I'm gonna take what's mine. Does that sound like a threat? Huh there, princess? Good. 'Cause it is. You belong to Daddy. Daddy scream in my scream mask while I break into your home and do illegal things to you. Does that sound like grape? Yeah, because it is. And does that sound appealing? I'm not threatening. I'm not actually. It was just the little role play. Okay. Just hear me out. Don't unsubscribe. I'm so sorry. Please don't unsubscribe after that. I'm so sorry. Hey there, it's Delilah. Look, I'm still here, guys. I'm still with you. Nobody will be breaking into anybody's house. Not here. Not around these sides of town. But we are gonna look into some people that would be very delighted by that dilemma. Let me today. Okay, listen. I was on TikTok and I got some cringe video of some guy in it's always a scream mask. It's always a scream mask or that the skeleton mask. I think he's from like a video game. I don't fucking know. Of him being like should I show the TikTok right off the bat? Maybe I should wait so I don't get demonetized. I saw softcore porn. Shut up. My laptop's so annoying. I don't know how to mute my notifications on. Like, MacBooks, they're like connected to your phone, so you can't mute the notifications on your MacBook without muting the notifications on your phone. Does that make any sense? If anybody knows how to exclusively mute my MacBook, I'm sure I could just Google it, but I'm a fucking lazy fart. I always have to cut out so much of like, I'll be talking and then they're like, it'll go off and I'm like, shut the fuck up. I like genuinely crash out because it like makes me lose my train of thought. ADHD, am I right? Oh, sorry guys, I forgot I was filming. Today we're gonna look at booktok TikToks. Booktok TikTok. I can't stop. I have a Glock. There's jokes I could make here that would probably get me canceled. So I'm gonna stop. Hey, stop Yo, do I pursue a career in rapping? Anyways, guys, I haven't even finished. Oh my god. I like have goosebumps. Like, I don't know if you guys get this. Sorry, I talk so much. I also interrupt myself in the middle of my sentences. If you're new here, it doesn't get better. I'm kind of always like this. But please subscribe. Cause aren't I so relatable? What I was saying, I haven't even finished collecting TikToks or whatever to react to for this video. Cause I was in the middle of doing it and I was like, no, I need to turn my camera on right now. I do not want to be here alone. I'm so scared. And so that's why I'm subjecting you guys to this. Sorry, oopsie. Booktok though. Let me actually explain what that is. Booktok is this little genre, this little pocket of TikTok content, a little community, if you will, of girls, usually, that read books. That's it. And they share the information they get from the books and it's really helpful. You know, it's about like expanding your intellectual capabilities. Booktok is really just about expanding your knowledge on different topics to prevent progressive diseases like Alzheimer's. So yep, that's what booktok is. Booktok is essentially I want Scream to break into my house and R-word me. That's what booktok is. It's a community of usually women, and despite the misleading name, it's not just about like books. It's specifically about like, bro, what do you even call it? Like what do you call this? Smut. That's what booktok is. It's essentially just normalizing reading corn and just being very openly and publicly horny and talking about porn with each other. And if that's not bad enough, a very common theme in booktok is a little something we like to call, I'm not in this community, I swear to God. Today I want to talk about the that I love. No.
Hello.
That's not bad enough. There's a popular little subgenre within booktok called dark romance. This is what I'm referring to when I say these people are bonding over wanting some guy in a scream mask to break into their home and unconsensually do things to them. And they like that. And we'll get into the topic of like CNC. We'll get into we'll get into the nuance of the situation. But please stop making TikToks wearing your ass scream mask, being like, I'm gonna break into your home, daddy's home. Like that is the issue here. That is the issue here. Let me like properly Google the meaning of dark romance. It's a subgenre that includes love stories with morally gray, toxic, dangerous, or psychologically intense elements. It's very different from traditional or healthy romance. It depicts things like obsessive or possessive love, unhealthy or toxic dynamics, darker themes, violence, trauma, manipulation, etc., high emotional intensity, blurred lines between love plus danger. So some things we might see here: consider breaking into someone's house, chasing after someone in the woods, my dream date, oh my god, being kidnapped and by your kidnapper. There's also like a weird little subgenre in it about like the mafia. Like you guys have probably seen some TikToks like that, like my mafia husband after, I don't know, it's so bad. It's so bad. What are straight people doing? What are straight people doing? What are straight people? Okay, I may as well show you guys. But first, a palette cleanser. POV dark romance. I'm gonna f you. I'm gonna f you with my knife, little girl. Ew. Sorry, I shouldn't flail around with a knife. I don't really know when the core starts or ends. Core. Pineapple core. That's so stupid. Okay, let's do this. I'm stress eating. See, the thing about having autism that sucks, I'm stalling. No, but like the thing about having autism that sucks is that genuinely when I record my videos, it needs to be a raw reaction. Otherwise I can't fake it. I'm so bad at faking stuff. Maybe I'm just a bad actor and it's not like an autism. I don't know. It's my autism, guys. I can't help it. I just can't be inauthentic because my autism. So I looked up dark romance. Let's take a look at just the like thumbnails. Oh my god, the horrors. The thumbnails of these. We're seeing a lot of masks. That's another like a masked man breaks into your home. Normal people, I'm gonna call 911. Booktok people. Hello there, booktok people. Oh my god, ew. Don't clip that. Chat, don't clip that. Sorry. Look, okay, thumbnails. A lot of masks. Bro, this fucking guy. Oh, I could make a whole video on this guy. I have one-sided beef with this guy. Just so you know, do you regret... Hashtag booktok. Hashtag dark romance. Hashtag... psychopath. That's another thing. Like you guys are picking up on the themes here of like romanticizing, you know, obsessive love, controlling boyfriend, psychopaths, which by the way is not a real thing. A psychopath is, you can't be diagnosed as a psychopath. A psychopath refers to somebody usually with antisocial personality disorder. Psychopathy is not a formal clinical diagnosis. The term is often used to refer to people with antisocial personality disorder, like low empathy, manipulation tendencies, and lack of remorse. What is antisocial personality disorder? It is a pattern of unconcern or disinterest in the rights and needs of others, often paired with the tendency for impulsivity and lack of remorse. It has also been called psychopathy and sociopathy. ASPD is one of 10 personality disorders listed listed in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 5th edition, text revision, DSM-5. If you guys were wondering what DSM-5 stands, that's what it is. Personality disorders is a life-term mental health condition that affects how you behave and feel about others and yourself, often causing a high degree of distress or impairment, and may affect aspects of your life like the way you think, how you feel, and how you interact with others, and your ability to control your impulses. This is a real thing that people struggle with, you know? Antisocial personality disorder, along with other personality disorders that are so highly do I say stigmatized, romanticized, glamorized, just everything that it isn't. Everything that it isn't. You know, and I empathize so greatly for people that actually have ASPD and have to deal with bullshit like this of like, I'm a psychopath, baby. I'm a psychopath. Your psychopath boyfriend breaks into your home. Look in my eyes. You see my pupils? These are the pupils of a psychopath. That's not a fucking thing. That's not a thing. That's not a real thing. You know what I mean? That's not a real thing. Or like people that have OCD and they have to deal with f***ers being like, oh, my picture frame is crooked. Sorry, guys. I'm so OCD about my picture frame. Or people with BPD that have to deal with motherfuckers like, where's the goth baddies with beautiful personality disorder? Where are the goth baddies with best pussy disorder? I need a goth baddie with BPD. Like, oh, okay. Or the people with autism that have to deal with, oh my gosh, look at me, I'm so quirky. Sorry guys, I have a touch of the tism, and they just have a normal fucking interest. And they're just acting a little bit silly. They're just feeling a little silly, and now they have a touch of the tism. Or people with bipolar that have to deal with motherfuckers that are like, well, my ex-girlfriend was so bipolar, yeah, sometimes she'd be happy, and other times she'd just like get mad at me. She's literally bipolar. Boy, if you don't get... Like, this is just the cusp. If the fantasies weren't enough, it's stuff like this that's just like the cusp. It's just a little element, just a little touch of the tism. Oh, sorry. Just a little touch of like the harm of some of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like we're stigmatizing and we're romanticizing legitimate mental health personality disorders. This fucking guy, what is he talking about? Literally, he's reacting to someone's comment that says, just to know, do you regret your girlfriend? Huh? What? Sorry? Which he didn't, right? Like he didn't do that. Which is almost, well, no. I was gonna say it's almost worse. Definitely not. No, okay, that's good. It's good that he didn't. But like, this isn't like, oh, like some guy, you know, he went to jail. He actually killed his girlfriend. And then somebody leaves in the comments like, do you regret doing this? No, they're role-playing. They're role-playing about him killing his girlfriend. Oh my God. I literally, genuinely, let me know if you want me to make an entire video on this fucking cornball, because I will. Let's just watch this one though.
Alright, so I'm actually not even sure of which instance you're talking about, but I'm assuming this is like a rumor.
Which instance you're talking about? Yeah, I kill all my fucking girlfriends. Yeah, it's a little quirk that I have. Yeah, I should really put it in my Tinder bio. By the way, if you go on a date with me, I'm gonna kill ya.
I just want to make this clear, just because I've had a bunch of girlfriends pass away doesn't actually mean that I did anything. But also, to be completely honest, if I were to have done something like that, asking a psychopath if they regret anything is a rhetorical question. Everything I do is basically final. I don't feel much regret or remorse about anything ever. But no, these rumors are not true, if that's what you're referring to at all.
Oh, well, that was actually quite the interesting introduction. So it seems like lore drop. He's had multiple girlfriends that have passed away. That's horrible. That's awful. Like, honestly, heart goes out. That's horrible. And I guess there's rumors that he, like, unalived them. But, like, also, I don't, like, it's unfortunate that this is our introduction into this guy, because this does paint him as like a very normal person who doesn't contribute any harm to fucking anything ever. But no, like he, like, let me show you what he does to play into this, okay? Now we're fucking talking about this guy. I'm not gonna touch too much on, I'm really not going to. Popular. What the shit? Okay. Okay. Oh, thank ya. Anyways, Right? Hell yeah. Yeah, that's really relatable, man. That's really relatable. You see what I mean? By the way, for anybody that's watching, it's obviously like a fake little prop. He went to Party City and he's like, oh my god, I can make my thirst traps about my girlfriend. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Bruh.
What's up? You know what I mean?
Laughing through tears to keep the shadows at bay. Her fragile smile hides the weight of it all. But when he makes her laugh, he feels 10 feet tall.
So yeah, like he's sitting beside this ass, this, you know, like stupid fake decomposed body with his little butcher thing that he like really think about this. Like he went to Party City and he like bought this like butcher outfit, or like even low-key this looks high quality. This looks like he went to some sort of like, I don't fucking know what those stores are called. They're for fucking men, I don't know, like, or women that participate in trades. Not him though. He doesn't. He is a TikTok influencer. You know what I mean? Like he was lined up with all these like hard-working individuals. You know, butcher. Maybe. Anyways, lined up with people with jobs, buying his little butcher apron. Ooh, body tea.
Hello.
But like, you know, he's lined up with these people and he's buying a butcher. What are these called? An apron, whatever. A butcher apron for his little TikTok content. Ooh.
In the candlelight, her face paint fade.
Quirky. So yeah, the implication obviously is that he dug up his dead girlfriend and laid her on a table and hung out with her. Like, what do you mean, my type of man?
Oh my god.
You wouldn't be able to ever experience this type of man because you would be dead. You know, like, how are you gonna comment on a TikTok of someone like their girlfriend and be like, you're just my type? You would never experience that because you wouldn't be alive. You'd be in the afterlife. Someone said, how can the box still look new? No dirt, no damages. Cause it's fucking fake. Because he's a TikTok influencer, bro. Okay, let me show you another one where he like really feeds into this.
Stranger's face, the image moves the way I move, but I don't feel the same. Reflections cast by time and wounds still whisper out my name. Mirrors don't know how to lie, they only show what's real. The broken
right, like, and the implication is that like that's not a proper burial, right? She's not in a casket, she's in a fucking barrel, underground. The implication is that he his girlfriend.
What?
That's so hot. Like, that's so hashtag dark romance. Domestic homicide, hashtag dark romance. Oh my gosh. Like, I kind of don't sympathize that much with him acting serious in one TikTok and being like, just because my girlfriend died doesn't mean that I fucking did anything. Like, that's fucked up. Like, yeah, I've had girlfriends that died. I obviously didn't actually kill them. Look at what you post, man. That's enough of that guy. Like I said, I could make an entire video. Like, his account is so, oh my god, he did like a whole I'm not even, I'm like looking at the previews of his stupid fucking videos and I'm not even gonna get into it, man. Nope, we're not gonna get into that. But like, just keep in mind that like, those are the types of concepts, like sings, roleplay, whatever, that he's posting under the hashtag dark romance, which again is a popular subgenre within booktok. Let's look at some of the ones that I have saved here. They're so bad. This is the one that I clicked where I literally had to start filming because I was like, I can't fucking do this on my own. This is the one. I'm gonna have to find some like corny copyright free music, but just know the music that they're using a lot of like The Weeknd, a lot of like this one's like the she wants it so I gotta give it to your hips, your thighs, you got me hypnotized, let me tell you, your hips. Good song, but not good the caption on screen. My daughter turned out fine. Lol, your daughter wants to be called good girl by a masked man. And this is the TikTok. Stop it! Stop it right now! Stop it right now! Why are you why are you touching it like that? Your daughter wants to be dominated by me in my Party City Scream mask. I'm literally a fucking 2 under this mask. That's why I fucking wear it. But look at my veins. Look at my veins. I can't even force like a fucking vein, bro. Bro, and then someone posted this photo in the comments. Imagine being with your boyfriend and being like, yo, can you just grab my fucking face with your sick veiny hand so I could take an edgy photo and put it in Polar and put a little filter on it? Grabbing your face like this. That's crazy. Like, okay, this is on the tame side, I suppose, as far as like morality goes. I won't shame people that are into the basic, like, you know, being dominated. Like, honestly, like, maybe it's just because I've been watching booktok TikToks for too fucking long that my perception already in an afternoon alone has been corrupted as to what too far is when it comes to like and like those types of things. But what I'll say is that like the typical like wanting a man to take control, whatever, I get, like, that's almost like, honestly, after watching this, that's fucking vanilla. That's nothing. That's light work. That is, you know, are you Mormon? Like, are you a Christian? Devout Christian? If you're into that, like, I won't make fun of that concept in and of itself. The masked man territories where we get a little... He was probably so sweaty under that fucking mask too. Why is he groping his chair like that? I need to know what he looks like under the mask. I need to know what he looks like. Is this him? He looks like he's from England. Bro, what is that fade? What is that fade? I won't make too much fun of his appearance. You know, he's not even an unnecessary, other than, oh, little crop top moment. Okay. I like this now. Sorry, I shouldn't associate men wearing crop tops with the LGBT community. It's a little silly to think about because his content is so hyper dominant and masculine and like it's geared towards women. Like he's not even necessarily an ugly man. You don't have to do this. Like, imagine actually running into this person in real life and having a conversation with them. You know what I mean? And I find, like, it's bound for this person to not have a normal perception of what the average woman is into because they're getting hyped up by, how many followers does this guy have? They're getting hyped up by 80,000 women telling them that this is the hottest thing they've ever seen in their gosh dang life. So when they go and touch grass and have interactions with average women, maybe this doesn't apply to him. Sure, can't speak for him, but this is something that surely could happen. When they go have conversations with the average woman and, you know, they're getting down and dirty, and his perception is that all women, because I'm going to talk about this further later, but our environments really, really, really do shape us, especially our algorithms and shit like that. Like, they literally shape our perception of, for in this case scenario, what the average woman is into. Or he may go on and like profile a woman with like a certain look and kind of force her into this box because he's being enabled and being cheered on by 80,000 women. Do you know, does that make any sense? Like, I've personally had some interactions like this where a guy will be into something and then like before even having a conversation about it, he just like forces that on you. And it's like, whoa, why are we role playing right now? We didn't discuss any of this. Do you know what I mean? And like, imagine someone like that with 80,000 women that are like, this is so sick and hot. Like, imagine what the average conversation with just an everyday woman looks like when all of his content is him being like, good girl, daddy's gonna kidnap you in my Scream mask, and you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you can't be normal. Shut up. You can't be like a normal functioning member of society if that's all you fucking post, right? Okay, like, this is another one. I think this is the same man. Yeah, it has to be the same man because he's groping his chair. Yeah, it's the same man. Until you cry? Like, that's horrible. Like, that's a horrible thing to promote. That's the type of thing that comes with, like, hardcore stuff. That's the type of stuff that's sexualizing a woman's pain, perhaps physical, or like a woman being so devout to her man that like she'll let him hurt her for his own pleasure until she's crying. That doesn't make you kinky. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not here to shame anybody. At the end of the day, most kinks so fine if it takes place behind closed doors between two consenting adults. That is my view. This is not behind closed doors though. This isn't me shaming. This is me shaming the concept of promoting these ideologies. When we're romanticizing these concepts on TikTok and impressionable women, girls, whoever are seeing this with the idea of like, there's also this whole thing around like culture with like the worst thing you could possibly be as a woman is vanilla. The more that you literally are a slave to your partner and are willing to do anything for your partner involving physically hurting yourself, the more you are, and the more that that's praised, and the more that's like, oh, vanilla girls could never. And it's like, you know, you're allowed to do stuff that you enjoy. You don't have to be in pain. And a lot of this stuff like promotes very rough, intense, sexual relationships. And I don't think there's enough education out there on the actual physical implications that can have on a woman's body. The concept of like making her cry, or the concept of like being rough and like not holding back, often isn't associated with the fact that cervical damage can be irreversible and permanent. And that's like a real thing, you know? And that's like a real thing that people don't talk about, you know? So like, again, I think promoting this is harmful for obvious reasons, but also due to the fact that there's not information, like there's not actual realistic, get your mind out of the gutter, critical thinking information about this. Why is she crying? Why? You know what I mean? It is not a natural human response to cry from pleasure. I doubt that the point of this TikTok is like, you know, I'm gonna please her so much that she's bawling her eyes out. I'm just a joyous guy. I'm a munch. You know what I mean? Like he's groping his chair. Anyways, tangent aside, let's keep watching. So,
No, please don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. I want to be in the sequel.
it's a guy. Oh my god, he just threw a knife to the ground. This is so funny because like imagine stop, I could cry, guys. I'm cringing so much. I don't know why my body has such a visceral reaction to cringe. I like am genuinely on the verge of tears. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Until she cries. Me. Imagine that is such an ick. Imagine getting your boyfriend to dress up as Ghostface. You guys have to walk through the woods. You're like passing families and like just think about everything leading up to this little TikTok. You're like passing families and you're like, oh fuck, like we have to go somewhere where it's like, you know, designated and quiet. And he's like, it's
fine, we'll just do it right here. It doesn't even matter.
oh my gosh, stop. No, it literally does matter. Like I'm gonna be laying on the ground. Like I don't want families to see. Like think about the actual couple interaction leading up to this. Like they have to go on a walk through the woods, pass by families, wait until there's nobody around, lay on the fucking ground, and then he's like, okay, we're in the clear. Let me put on my stupid little ass ghost face mask and throw a knife at the ground. Or like imagine they film it and she's like, no, you should like be more like he's at, like ew, the concept of like seeing your boyfriend like genuinely like put on a show, act tough like that. Oh my god, that's so horrible. Like with this stupid little mask. Oh my god, like this is not hot, you know what I mean? Like people that think that the TikTok is like hot, it's like you like think about all the shit leading up to this. And then afterwards she like got off the ground, he like took his ghost face mask off and they like walked to their car, like got McDonald's on the way home or fucking whatever. I don't know, something about orchestrate, like and when he's probably sweaty under the mask, everything he said, he's like trying to be sexy and talk in like a deep voice, and she has to say what every other sentence because it's so fucking muffled. Like the actual logistics of this shit. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. Let's watch another one. Oh, it's fucking Ghostface again. I didn't even oh my god. Who's filming this? Ew, and he's just posted up. I wonder what face he's making under the mask. Do you think he's doing the like angry, like mom lips? Imagine he pulled something while fucking trying to do that. After the camera ends, he's like, oh, babe, I fucking tore my rotator cuff again. It just healed. This is horrible. Oh my god, and the fact that it's not even a camera set up. Like, there was a motherfucker dodging the wood that, like, falling in front of him. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. What else do we have? What's this one? BookTok is just a community of corn addicts with a superiority complex. Yeah. Why, yes. Base. We'll get into, like, the logistics of that momentarily. Someone said my stomach did the thing, and it's someone's dad sitting on a bike. These comments are so funny, by the way. Wait, let me read a couple of them. They're like impersonating like people on BookTok. We haven't gotten much into like the comments on these things. Like, you know, someone will post on like a motorcycle, right? And the comments will be like, "You summoned BookTok." They loved their masked men. Do you all like men? Like, just don't want to see their fucking face. Yeah, I think they look better in a mask too. They'd probably agree. That's why they're wearing it. Not the motorcycle people. They actually ride motorcycles. They have to wear a helmet. It's good that they're wearing a helmet. BookTok has been summoned, and it's just a guy on a motorcycle. Just a dude on a motorcycle. Slow burn, and they do the Bombayav on page 10. From the page 10. God, I can't fucking read. That's why I'm not on BookTok. I'm dyslexic. I'm just jealous. I wish. I can't read. I don't know what haunting Adeline is, but I guess it's a popular. Ooh, should we look that up? Do we want to look that? I don't know if I want to look that up. But yeah, like the concept behind it, like the reason why she's saying BookTok is just a community of porn addicts with superiority complex, is that like if you want to read, if that's how you get off, that's awesome. It's the fact that like these are books that people are reading in public and like posting about and just being so openly horny. It is not okay to read your stupid little BookTok book. Like, you're flipping through the pages of it being like, he enters her home. I don't have the fucking vocabulary for this Wattpad ass shit. But like, reading that in public is the equivalent, in my opinion, of literally watching porn in public. You know what I mean? Like, you're like squirming in your jeans reading this on the subway, like, oh, that's like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the thing, and like, why are you posting about it on TikTok? Why are you posting about it on TikTok? Because like, some of these books on BookTok, like the books that I'm referring to on BookTok, are literally smut. So it's porn, right? Imagine if it was any other form of porn. Imagine if there was a whole community for people that are like, who's a star? Sophie Rain. Imagine if there was a whole community for people being like,
Yo, did you see Sophie Rain's latest video? Yo, did you see the latest video on the hub?
I guess there are communities kind of like that, but like those communities are way more heavily shamed than this community. You know, like, how is this normalized? How are you reading this in public? Why are you comfortable posting about this? Why are you comfortable asking for recommendations? You know? Like, that's the dilemma. Okay, let's keep watching. This is so horrible.
Are you playing with another man's
Zero, turn off that lighter, or I'll...
Yo, what?
That's what I was trying to do earlier. Yo, what? Bad. What did he say? Bad girls?
Bad girls who leave men to die.
Bad girls. Like, are you sheep? Bad girls who leave men to die in burning basements.
Who leave men to die in burning basements are in no position to make threats.
Oh my god.
That's right, little ghost. I am your god. There's no higher power. I'll burn this whole place down if it means keeping you. And tonight, you'll pray to me for deliverance.
This is so, what's the word that I'm looking for? This is so, like, cosplay. It's like, that girl, you'll die, never to die. That's so goofy. Honestly, if this is just like some voice actor and they have to whatever, like, I guess he's not a bad voice actor. He plays the part quite well. He seems to be pretty into his role. So I won't bag on this actual person too much, but like, good lord. Like, this person commented under this and said, oh my god, finally, I'm already on that book. By the way, they're reading out loud a book. They're doing what is it called? When people read their books? Audible, I don't know, they're audibly saying it, so like something like when people, yeah, whatever. This person said, oh my god, finally, I'm already on that book, and I'm like, dude, I want the Audible right now. Ew, I'm never making that face again. It's not enough for me just reading it anymore. What does that mean? It's not enough for me just reading it anymore. It's not enough for me just reading it anymore. Why? What's your goal? What are you getting out of this book? Let's break that down. They're jerking it. You know what I mean? Like that's what this is. It's corn. It's corn. It's corn, you know? Like, that's what this is. That's what this is. Okay, let's look at this one. I love this one. POV, you've wound up. Wound up? Like a dog? You've wound up your bodyguard?
Wait a damn minute.
I think you need another bodyguard. If this is how he's reacting. Me when I've wound up my bodyguard? Why is there two of them? Oh, okay. Someone said, are they strangling her? Literally, like, what's happening? What is going on? Oh my god, okay, I think those are the only ones that I have saved. Gosh, this video's already so long. Let's just get into a little bit more of like the core of what I'm trying to talk about. Let's just type in booktok. Boy, here we are again. We meet again, crop top scream man. It's nice to see ya. 20 men, 5 women. Is this AI? What is this song?
Oh my god, bro.
Hell no.
This is AI, I think. Welcome to the late night circus. I really hope this doesn't get me copyright striked. I really want to put this in the video. This is the worst thing I've ever heard. What's he saying? What is he saying? Okay, it's Circus Psycho by Diggy Graves. Welcome to the late night circus, where you can be a freak on purpose. Under the sheets, you know I'm lurking. You know me. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Welcome to the late night circus, where you can be a freak on purpose. Okay, I think that's all it says. Oh no, it has a little It's not the fucking chorus. A little verse. I'm swing dancing with my demons, cause they the reason. And oh my fucking god. I'm swing dancing with my demons. Isn't swing dancing like, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't swing dancing like you have like they're on your arm and you're like, am I thinking of some sort of, please ignore the sweatpants, okay? My outfit is put together from like here up, okay? Whatever. You guys weren't supposed to see my legs. What is swing dancing? Swing dancing. Oh, hell yeah. What is this? Welcome to the late night circus. I'm swing dancing with my name. Hey, show me the dancing. Let me skip ahead. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. They're like, okay, shut up. I'm swing dancing with my demons. Like, oh, okay. Anyways, sorry. Okay. I'm swing dancing with my demons because they be the reason. I've been living this nightmare with no trouble sleeping. And I ain't never trust nobody because they end up leaving. So I stay up late nights, you know I be creeping. Whoa. Oh, weird flex. I'm in the rickety riff rafters tiptoeing. in bloody boots, clearing up these murder tracks with logic, Bleach and Reaper too. Like a serial killer to the beat, I use Pro Tools. Mix it up and take a picture, lock it up, and bounce too. What are we saying at this point? Do you have a gas leak in your house? What's up? What are we saying? What's up? Go back to the swing dancing with your demon. Stay over there. Anyways, I had to dissect that song. I really hope that doesn't get me copyright striked. I might have to do a cover of it if it does. I know everyone's been asking for a cover of Late Night Circus by Diggy Graves. It's coming. It's coming. Guys, gosh, I'm a busy girl. Bruh. Yeah, like in this person. Oh no, don't catch me. Sits down. I'm fucking running. I don't know about you. I'm fucking running personally. At this point, I'm really quite proud of how well TikTok has come to know what I'm into and suggests my obsessions. Girl, just go watch porn. Why is TikTok? TikTok should be an app that you're comfortable opening in front of, like in public in front of your family. Like why is that? Like, this is part of the issue of the whole booktok thing, is that why is this take it elsewhere. Take it elsewhere. You know what I mean? TikTok is so predominantly like a kid's app. Like, this is almost like imagine like YouTube Shorts talk. like that's what it is remnant of to me. I don't know. My opinion of YouTube Shorts, I feel like it's all just like children, but no offense to the people that watch my shorts. Sorry, they're not watching. They're watching my shorts. They're being saved from this. Okay, booktok. What I thought booktok was. Oh, and he's got the motorcycle helmet. Do you ride a f***ing motorcycle? Like, okay, a couple more. Before we get to the conclusion. What people think I read when I say I'm a romance reader, and it's the same audio.
We lived happily ever after. Me in my and grabbed my and my.
You're posting your face, girl. Admitting to just like out in public, out and about, just like is this corn addiction? Like what? Like, do you know what I mean? Cause like a book, like you read a book every day. You know, like you usually maybe they don't. Someone said that book is bomb. Oh, what book is it? Carry On. Not in the privacy of your home. Maybe don't post your face on TikTok. Literally. Like, I'm telling you, it's the equivalent of posting your face on TikTok while watching corn. Like, do you know what I mean? Because that's what it is. Just because it's in writing. Like, here's something. When you're reading a spicy scene, but you're on an airplane, have to make sure the person next to you and the person behind you can't see the words on your Kindle. Y'all, this is the equivalent of literally, imagine if a man were to come, imagine a man, just kidding. Imagine if a man though were to come on TikTok and being like, when I'm watching on an airplane and I have to hide it from the children behind me, like, do you know what I mean? That's what this is. That's what this is. What is this?
What made you think I would ever allow a into the 7 for fuck's sake?
A what? Allow a what? Hang on.
I would ever allow a into the 7 for fuck's sake.
Okay, moving on.
Ashley, don't look at him, look at me.
The punch!
Look at me.
That's what the audio's from. Ashley, look at me. That's from a dark romance thing. Oh my god. And okay, so fiction, when the male character gets possessive, and then like one of the top comments, I want to be treated like that. And literally, like, the concept of this video is, I would never let another man talk to you. Don't look at him. I'm gonna grab and pull your hair and force you to look at me in public. And then the top comment, I want to be treated like that. No, you don't. Like, no, no, you don't, though? Lord, when will I find a man like that? And then I do not trust this man. The creator of the video responded to the comment and said, right here, kissy face. And then there's another one. Damn, wish a man like that could find me. The creator, right here, kissy face. Bro, I just know this man is DMing these fucking people and not age verifying. Sorry, but like, It's just pattern recognition, you know? Like, why are you responding to the first of all, why are you posting this and romanticizing this concept of domestic violence? Second of all, why are you responding to the girls thirsting? Who else did he respond to? Ew, this girl said, gentle with my hair, master.
Hell no, man.
Ew, they're flirting publicly. Oh my god. And then he said, pulling no good. She said, the verdict is out on that. And he said, only one way to find out that. Are you guys sexting on TikTok? And then they responded, is that an invitation? And then he replied, well, of course, gorgeous. Good lord. Get a fucking room. The caption, fictional dark romance story. I warned her about the consequences of disobeying my orders. See, like, why are we romanticizing this concept on a children's app? Or in general, but on a children's app. There's, like, impressionable people. I made it crystal clear that anyone who dared to touch her would disappear. Okay, so now we're talking about murder. Would disappear instantaneously. Back then, Back then, she merely scoffed and rolled her eyes, thinking I was joking. Today, in a blatant attempt to provoke me, she brought this worthless piece of shit into her home, recklessly putting herself at risk to get a reaction out of me. She has no idea who he really is, what he really planned to do with her, the suffering he would have inflicted. She just wants to see how far she can push me, convinced I won't follow through on my words. If I hadn't been surveilling her... Okay, so now you're talking about secretly setting up cameras in her place. If I hadn't been surveilling her and stepped in when I did, she would have been the one lying lifeless on the floor right now. Bro, like this is what we are romanticizing. Like, if I haven't gotten that point through, you know, that, and then just R word. Like, I don't know if you notice, like, a lot of these scenarios are like having his way with me and da 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 da. Like, hold up. So, like, here's one. Oh, I forgot about the concept of free use. That's what I was talking about earlier when it's, like, this romanticized idea within, like, the community of, like, you're vanilla unless you're literally willing to, like, give up and let a man do whatever he wants to you. If you want to insist that you're into free use as a woman and you're into a guy just doing whatever he wants to you, maybe don't post about that, because there are impressionable people on this app. And like I was gonna say earlier, we are products of our environment. I have seen posts from men saying stuff like, oh, women just want a guy that like takes control and takes what he wants, and like they're alluding to like ideas behind rape culture. Do you know what I mean? Because let's say they get a TikTok on their page that's one of these like dark romance concepts, which are usually rape, kidnapping, breaking into someone's house, murder, right? They see a lot of that, and they see like thousands of girls thirsting in the comments, you know, to a young impressionable man. He'd be like, oh, this is what girls are into. And that's not even crazy for me to say. We are literally products of our environment, and the more that that guy were to interact with those TikToks, the more of those TikToks that he would see on his feed, the more that he would see women interacting with it in a positive light. And like, when you see so many of those TikToks and you see so many of those girls interacting in a positive light, it literally shapes your perception. Do you know what I mean? You're like, oh, secretly this is what like all girls must be into. A lot of people have an all or nothing way of thinking about situations like this, especially young men on TikTok, right? And that is the harm behind it, is that you're teaching people, when you talk about CNC, when you talk about adult topics on platforms like this, and you promote that and you romanticize it and you put on your edgy little dark exposure filter and put your gothic music in the background or your whatever the fuck, and you have your arm veins and your muscles and the girls are thirsty in the comments, like, that's the issue with it. That's what romanticization is. Goes so much further than just the concept of CNC. I understand that's something in and of itself is a very nuanced conversation that we're just not going to have today. But like, what you participate in your own home, that doesn't involve other people, that you're not posting about publicly, that involves two consenting adults in a safe manner, that is totally whatever. Do your thing. I don't give a shit. When I talk about like free use and I talk about stuff like that, I'm talking about these concepts, and I'm talking about people promoting these concepts, and I'm talking about if a girl, and I've seen comments like this of girls being like, what the hell, and then other girls will reply to her and be like, oh, you just don't get it, you're just vanilla. Like, you are into a lifestyle that is very male centered. If that's your thing, letting guys or letting your partner throw you around, hurt you, make you cry, treat you in whatever way that they want, as if you're just a hole for their pleasure, and that concept genuinely gets you off, totally cool, I guess, but it should not be posted about on public platforms, and it doesn't make you k***y. It makes you male-centered. Do you know what I mean? And that's okay, sure. Like, you could be a giver of sorts, but like, you know, you're using a, is the word euphemism? Diphemism?
Dysphemism.
Oh, dysphemism. You're using a dysphemism. No, I want the opposite of a euphemism. Wait, what is a euphemism? Okay, euphemisms use mild or pleasant language to make something unpleasant sound better. Like, for instance, instead of calling someone self-centered, a euphemism for self-centered would be to say they put themselves first. So when you describe these concepts of letting men hurt you as just being freaky, and you post about it and shame other girls who aren't into those concepts, you're literally just using a euphemism for being male-centered in a sense, right? Like, you're into stuff that primarily centers their pleasure and disregards yours and disregards you and your safety in some senses, for sure. And that's cool if you're into that behind closed doors. Again, my point of this is not to shame. My point is to shame the people who are shaming other people and calling that type of lifestyle, that type of thing that they're into, just being kinky. No, it's not. You know, you're allowed to enjoy yourself in the bedroom. Like, I hope you know. You don't have to feel like you're competing with other women because you just let him do whatever he wants to you. And it sucks because, like, free use and CNC and stuff like that are kind of really heavily enforced and romanticized by men. It's the men that, like, and that's why it's kind of pick me, and that's why it's kind of, you know, like, to call another girl vanilla for not being into that, because, like, obviously the men are gonna be like, hell yeah, this girl is king. Like, the men are gonna cheer you on because the that you're into is letting them use you whenever they feel like it, right? And so that's the harm behind when all of this stuff gets public. Let me make myself clear one more time. I know that I talk about free use and I talk about CNC in a negative light. Once again, do what you want behind closed doors. I'm talking about it in that way because I don't think there's enough realistic and critical conversation surrounding what these kicks actually mean. To be free use genuinely means whenever your man feels like doing something to you, whether you're sleeping, awake, upset about something, etc., the concept behind free use is that he can just use you whenever he wants, and that doesn't make you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to avoid talking about it in a negative way because I know that there's going to be people in the comments that are like, well, I'm into that and I don't think that makes me a bad. Cool, that's fine. But I think that there needs to be a realistic conversation behind what that actually means, you know? Like, it's oftenly dressed up very pretty with a bow on it. And okay, so like I was saying earlier about like young or impressionable boys seeing stuff like this, I've literally seen comments of boys being like, women just want guys who take control and who da-da-da-da-da, and that's a product of us romanticizing this kind of stuff and not realizing the fact that there are young, impressionable people, and now that young boy is gonna think that girls want a man. And it's the same with like red-pilled content, like Andrew Tate and stuff like that, like the idea that like all women just want like a dominant man who takes charge and da-da-da. But then when you combine that with dark romance and you combine that with booktok and these like dark romance themes, what we're talking about here, aside from the harm of promoting that women only want a dominant man who takes control and makes all her fucking decisions for her and is overprotective and controlling and whatever the shit, aside from that, what we're talking about in reference to dark romance is CNC, and not even CNC, like, because the videos don't even promote CNC, they just promote. A lot of this stuff is just like sexy videos of guys with the ghost face mask breaking into your home, and all the girls are like, oh my god, and then impressionable people see it and they're like, that's what girls want. They want a guy that's like, do you know what I mean? And it genuinely, if you don't believe that this genuinely alters your perception, I want you to imagine, okay? You're gonna be a man in this in this hypothetical. Imagine if you're a man and you go outside, okay? book talk people aren't familiar, just kidding. You go outside and you interact with a woman, and that woman is a bitch to you. She says, you're ugly, you're not tall enough, you don't have enough money. And then imagine just that happening for a week. Every woman that you interact with is turning you down, saying you're not tall enough, saying that you don't have enough money, saying that you're blah, 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 blah. Every single woman you interact with is enforcing that to you, right? It would only take a couple days of having those interactions to genuinely shape your perception that women are shallow, that women only care about height and money and looks and etc. Because the only thing that you're seeing, the only thing that you're interacting with are women that fit that type, okay? As humans, biologically, there's so many studies on like how little we're able to differentiate what we see on a screen from real life. That's why horror movies provoke an actual adrenaline spike for us. So when there's an algorithm involved and you see book talk stuff and you start scrolling through the comments, the longer you scroll through the comments, I mean, you're telling the algorithm that you want to see this, right? And so you start getting recommended more TikToks that are adjacent with dark romance, adjacent with these concepts, adjacent with rape culture, right? In the human mind, that is very similar to if you were to literally interact with women that were only into that, because that's all you're seeing when you open your phone, you open the comments and everyone's into it. Like, do you know what I mean? It only takes so long of the algorithm feeding that to you for that to shape your perception. And that's coming from someone that genuinely started suffering mental health consequences, because I would be getting these TikToks on my feed, like a lot of sexist stuff, and I would open the comments and I would see a lot of sexist comments, and then Instagram for months and months and months would just sneak that into me, sexist stuff, and it genuinely made me start to feel as if the world is a worse place than it is. Because I needed to touch grass, but also because that's how an algorithm works, and that's how humans are biologically programmed, you know? When we pattern recognition, it's literally how we keep ourselves safe. We put people in boxes, we put labels on stuff. It's not good that we do, because there's nuance to everything, but we just do it. And especially the younger you are and the more impressionable you are, the more likely you are to do it. And that's the harm of stuff like this. What do we think? Let me know down below. I'm so sorry for the girls that are into like whatever you're into. My whole point of, I know I keep going back to this, my whole point of talking about CNC and talking about free use in a negative light is I just want to bring forth some synonyms, some different ways of looking at stuff, because I think it is really heavily romanticized, and sorry, I thought I saw something move in the background. What the shit? Oh my god, it's Scream! He broke into my house. I'm so excited. Sorry. I think there needs to be realistic conversations behind stuff like CNC, stuff like free use, and what that actually means, not with this like glorified language of it. It's fine if you participate in that. I'm not judging you for that, and I don't want it to come off that way. I just want there to be like a realistic conversation about what that means and about the kinds of men that are into that. You know, you got to think about the man's intention when he's the one that wants to initiate CNC with you. You know, I just think there should be discussion around that, you know? Not everything is black and white. People on the internet love to be like, oh my god, she's shaming me. I'm so personally offended because I'm into this. I don't give a shit what you're into. It's more so about the way that it's promoted on the internet. That is the issue. There needs to be realistic conversation when we talk about this and promote these ideas to other people. Hence why I had a little tangent, decided to use my platform to discuss these concepts. And I'm not going to talk about CNC and all that stuff in length. I know that a lot of it comes from trauma. I'm very aware of that. That's why I'm trying to extra emphasize that I'm not shaming you if you're into that, but there needs to be a realistic conversation. Thank you. Okay, let me know your thoughts. Okay, hi. Please ignore what's going on with my hair, my makeup, my everything. I'm like doing my makeup while I'm editing right now. I just wanted to let you know that I'm about to cut to me doing my comment shout out in OBS Studio for the first time. And it is painful, okay? I just wanted to preemptively tell you guys that every single time I open the little screen of emojis, what I think I'm doing, I think I'm making myself... Why do I have astigmatism? Why is my camera... Okay, sorry, my camera was gross. I think that I'm making myself bigger and smaller on the screen, but I was pressing the wrong button the whole time, and I was just opening the emoji panel. this is painful, what you're about to watch. It's just a little painful. But anyways, I just wanted to explain that. I'm so sorry. I'm going to figure out how to use OBS Studio properly so that you never have to endure something like that again. Enjoy. Hello. I'm here. Sorry, I'm acting weird. I'm here to read my comment shout out. I'm recording for the first time in OBS Studio. It's like it's nerdy stuff. Ew, OBS Studio, ew. Okay, this is first of all really weird to look at because to make eye contact with you, I have to make eye contact with an upside down version of myself on my phone camera. I'm gonna screenshot this and show you guys what I'm looking at. Bruh. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna try to not let it distract me. I need to do my comment shout out. I feel really bad because last week, oh my gosh, I like gave a shout out to the person that gave me money because I'm a greedy little bitch and you guys have to pay me. If you want a comment shout out, pay up is apparently what it sounded like when I gave a shout out to the person that gave me a super thank. Guys, you don't have to pay for me to give you a comment shout out. I choose the comment shout out solely based on like if something is funny or interesting or if I want to. I do not want it to become a normalized thing where everybody feels like they have to pay me if they want a comment shout out. I feel bad because after I did that, it was sweet. Don't get me wrong. Like literally so many people gave me super likes after that and I definitely I can't read all of your guys' comments, do you know what I mean? Like, there's like a lot. I'm gonna scream at the top of my lungs. On the mobile app, you can sort by super fuckers. Super fuckers. Oh, it tells me who's hyped my videos? Did somebody give me a tutorial on how to throw it back in a circle? Oh yeah, look at the art. Look at the art people have done of me. Look at that. That's me, bitch. Wait, somebody did art of me recently. Look at this. Look how amazing this is. Can I make you bigger? I am so fucking done with technology. I'm like, it makes me feel so stupid. Lock in. We need to lock it. Okay, well, I guess we're just stuck looking at it in this size, and I also can't get rid of the emojis that are on the screen. Oh, I got rid of them. Oh, never mind, they're back. They're back anytime I make myself small. That's awesome. Look at how cute they made me. Oh, my hair's so shiny. That's so cute, and they're so attention-oriented. Like, they got my earrings. I'm not wearing any earrings today. But they got my earrings and my frames, and they did me in my blue sweater. Guys, I'm wearing a male performance enhanced. What the hell, what? A performative male half zip. Why am I, what is my mind on? I'm so bad with technology. I know that I'm ranting and rambling about that so much, but I genuinely, every single time I have to do something involving technology, which is my entire job, I do tweak out a little bit. But hey, I figured out how to use OBS Studio. Ready? I'm small. Oh, and I'm big again. I hope. No, I'm small again. I think I'm big right now. Nope, I'm still small. Has this button not been working this whole time? Has this button exclusively been opening the emojis when I was trying to make myself bigger? What happened to my short... I've been pressing the wrong button this whole time. I thought I was switching my camera to make myself larger, and I was just opening a little fuck-ass emoji tab on the screen. This shit, I've just been opening this shit. Every time that This is what I mean. I am so technologically challenged. I'm so bad at this. Okay, I got a super like. What does this even mean? Thank you for the super thanks. Fruit Dude 7274. They said, what do you know about the raccoon move? Fire. Orange emoji thingy impression. Clearly I know nothing about it. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna like your comment though. Thank you for the super. Thank you for $5. Okay. I'm hoping I fixed everything. I'm still upside down, like the I fixed myself. I'm no longer flipped in vertical, but now I'm just upside down. So whatever. Okay, look. This is what I'm recording. I'm upside down. Anyways, we're just gonna do my comment shout out because I'm not upside down for you guys, I hope. I also think I figured out how to get rid of the watermark. I don't know, guys. I'm such a mess. There was just like a big watermark and my video was so cropped. I hope I'm not and now I'm frozen? Okay, I'm good. Okay, whatever. Why am I being slow and laggy? Don't tell me this is my next thing. Fuck my chunkus life. Now I'm upside down in OBS. It's okay, I know how to fix that. Why am I slowly zooming in? Guys, what is happening? And I'm frozen as hell. Did I turn on some sort of... This is so stupid. It's not following my face anymore. Okay, I fixed it. Are you kidding me? Why is it following my hands now? And my head. Okay. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing any zooms on the video right now. This is just happening. Whoa, this is creepy. Is it gonna zoom into my face? Wait, hang on. I don't want this. I never asked for this feature. I'm just gonna turn off OBS and just record it with my phone like I normally do. If anybody, this whole like Zoom situation going on is really tripping me out. Hang on. Did I just fix it? Oh, I thought I fixed it. What the fuck? Hi, I'm back. Just recording on my iPhone normally, like the failure that I am. Like I was saying, I got a comment last week that was like, I'm sorry, I can't afford to like give you a super thanks. And it's like, you don't have to, no, like nobody has to. I am gonna give a quick shout out to the people that gave me a super thanks in my last video. If you give me a super thanks in the future, I'm not gonna give a shout out to the people that give me a super thanks. I'm not gonna give a shout out to the people that give me super thanks unless they participate in the comment shout out thing, because otherwise I don't know if they want a shout out. Like not everybody wants their name on screen, you know what I mean? But I did get a few. Just know that like I appreciate you guys. I do my best to make sure that like if I see a super thanks or whatever, like I respond to it. And yeah, it's very sweet. This one person did participate in the comment shout out. Unfortunately, I can't do the actual comment, conspiracy. It's like a conspiracy about like politics, and I'm pretty sure that will get me in trouble on YouTube. But the person that gave me a lot of monies, I think, I don't know what A is. Australian? Are you Australian? Aluminium is Kaya? Haya. Oh, it's Haya. I'm Kaya. Oh, that's cute. They were very sweet. So this week's comment shout out is going to go to... By the way, if you don't know, every single week I give you guys a prompt to comment on at the end of the video, and that shows me that you watch the video until the end, and then I choose a random person and I give you a shout out. Does that make any sense? Okay. This week's comment shout out is going to go to Cassidy with a K 642. And they said, just wait. Yay! Happy 100,000 subscribers! JFK's assassination was an inside job! Thank you, Cassidy. Cassidy 642. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. A big shout out to you. And thank you for mentioning it. Because guys, thank you guys for 100,000! Okay, wait, maybe I might cry. It says my name. That's me, ho. That's us, ho. We hit 100,000 subscribers! So we hit 100,000. Thank you guys so much. If you're not already subscribed, I know it's easy to just passively watch someone and forget to hit that subscribe button, but please, I would really appreciate it if you would like to. But okay, so when YouTube sent me my plaque, they sent me a little letter. It says, do you remember your first subscriber? No, I don't. It was probably me on an alt account. Your 100th? No. Your 1,000th subscriber? Chances are you do. I don't know who those people are. I'm so sorry. It doesn't tell you. YouTube doesn't tell you, like, this was your 1,000 subscriber. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I really do, but whatever. Chances are you do. And we already know that you'll definitely remember your 100,000 subscriber. Your fans may have found you while searching YouTube, learned about you through a friend, or maybe you showed up as a recommended video. No matter how they came to your channel, your audience stayed and their numbers increased because of you and the community you've built. Guys, I'm gonna cry again. We know that you have many more stories to share with your community, and we know that your audience can't wait for you to amaze them even more with your commitment and creativity. So keep creating, keep building. We can't wait to see what you'll do next, and we're here to support you along the way. And who knows, when you reach your I'm gonna start crying again. When you reach your 1 million subscriber, we may just write and ask. Because in the beginning it said, do you remember when you reach your first subscriber, your 100th, your 100,000th? Chances are you do. And then at the end here it says, and who knows? And who knows, when you reach your 1,000,000th subscriber, we may just write you and ask, do you remember your 100,000th subscriber? I can't get, I'm not even making funny. I'm not even making funny. Like, it's just some dumb thing that's like, I'm genuinely tears streaming down my face. Thank you guys so much. I'm such a big crybaby. But you guys are awesome. I wouldn't be here without y'all. Shout out to all of you guys. This week's comment shout out goes to all of you mother frickers. Especially the ones that pay me. I'm just kidding. It's so cool. I'm such a crybaby, guys. This isn't like, I don't know why every single time I was reading that to my dad earlier on the phone and I started crying. Like, I don't know why that. I like think about myself in the future, like when I hit 1,000,000 and I'm like looking back to right now, like, you know, the letters like maybe we'll ask you if you remember when you hit 100,000 and that's right now. It's so cute. What the hell? Oh my god, okay. Oh, I need to give you guys a prompt. If you want a comment shout out in next week's video, please leave me a comment about, this says, what's something you learned embarrassingly late in life that everyone else seems to already know? This could be like a lot of things, but I'm gonna specifically say, y'all, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. So like I guess the prompt is kind of like that / like, what is a dumb thing that took you too long to understand or like realize or whatever. I was cooking garlic bread in the air fryer. I had like a piece of bread, garlic, and I had cheese on top. When I take my garlic bread out, the bread is standing straight up against the corner of the air fryer and the cheese is just in a pile in the corner. And I genuinely thought that, like, I thought I was in a simulation, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It was getting scary. I was like, what the hell is happening? Why is my bread levitating? You know what I mean? How did this happen? So I posted about it on Instagram Reels because I fucking am a dummy and I just post everything. I don't think about it. And that's when I learned that air fryers heat up your food by, in fact, using air. And it was the air that blew all my shit around. I had no idea. I genuinely had no idea that that's how it worked. But yeah, that's my little stupid thing that I realized late in life. Anyways, yeah, if you want to comment in next week's video, tell me that. I think I filmed an outro already. So back to me in my outro. Please like this video. Please subscribe. This is at the... I forgot to tell you guys to do all of this in the beginning. Oh no. If you want me to react to that guy, the psychopath, if you want me to like actually do a little deep dive on his fucking videos, I would love to, because I could talk about that person specifically for hours. It gets so much worse. It gets so much worse. How about we set a like goal? If this video gets to 800, can we do that? Can we do that? Can we do that? 800 likes. I'll make a video about that, or just leave a comment. But also, like, if you're gonna leave a comment, you might as well like the video. It's like right there. Hype this video. That's a feature. It helps small creators, pushes them on the algorithm. I really, really, really appreciate it. I love it when I see you guys comment and be like, I just gave you my hype points. Like, it's so cute. It's so sweet. Like, it makes me feel very loved and appreciated. And I appreciate you guys for doing that stuff and for wanting me to grow and for wishing the best for me. It's so sweet. What the heck? I'm so sorry for that intro and calling you a kitten. I apologize for that. And if you disagree with me, let me know. We can have a discussion. None of us have to get heated down below. Let's all just talk. We're all adults here. I'm pretty sure. I hope so. We can have mature conversations about this stuff, and I'm totally open, just like most of my ideas behind different topics, different whatever. I'm totally open to people that disagree and for people enlightening me on other viewpoints of stuff, because then it allows me to grow as a person and for me to understand stuff through different lenses, and then we're all just like getting smarter and understanding different things together. Isn't that magical? I think it is. And yeah, so let me know down below what you think. And I believe that will be all for today's video. Goodbye. Goodbye, kitten. Daddy's signing off now. I have to go to Party City to get a new Scream mask. And I'm gonna go, like, lift a dumbbell a couple times to make the veins in my arms pop. Ugh. Goodbye, kitten. That was good. That last one was good. I kind of got it there. I'm totally going to use that skill in the future to be able to do the book talk voice. Maybe I'll become a book talker, influencer. Guys, please go follow my TikTok account if you would like. I've been posting on TikTok for like 5 or 6 years now. I've been posting on TikTok for like 6 years now. So, and I have been on the cusp of 400,000 for the past like 2 years. So if you want to follow my TikTok, go ahead. I would really appreciate that. I promise I won't start posting book talk TikToks. I won't start posting dark romance TikToks. Imagine you fucking follow my TikTok channel and all of a sudden I'm on your For You page like, hello, kitten. I'm breaking into your house. You've committed a felony. I need to handcuff you. Arm vein groping my chair. Well, hello, kitten. Ew. Sorry for dry humping my chair. I've been reading a little too much dark romance. I just can't hold back. I have a addiction. Please don't take anything I say out of context. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna stop fucking talking. So I will see you guys when I see you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.